How do you put up with Mads?
Oh, he's not so bad. Once you get past that prickly shell, he's the perfect teddy bear when you need a cuddle in the cold night.
You know what? I'm gonna leave the cuddling to you. Besides, I'm still getting that prickly shell.
He just takes a little patience. We don't suffer fools out here. My husband sees something catawampus, he smacks it till it's straight.
Then I'll make sure I'm squared away. How are the homesteaders feeling about Skell now?
Well, that's not so simple. Nobody's really thrilled with him, as you could have guessed. They avoid him, like the plague. But that suits him just fine. He don't have to mingle with us anyway.
Can't they just learn to live without the small talk?
I suppose I'll have to. People here seem to respect him more now. I guess that's what you'd call it. We thought he was a heartless fool before. But now, maybe he was just naive. You can't fault a man for that. I see that he really is dedicated and hardworking, and those are values that we homesteaders hold very dear to us.
I'll see you around.
You be safe out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't be afraid. I'm really good at this, honest. I got you.
This shit with Walker has my head spinning.
I still can't believe it.
What if it was him all along?
What do you mean?
What if Walker was the target?
That's...
Think about it. They send us to find a missing ship. Conventional guys can do that. Shit, even the Coast Guard. But why us?
Jesus.
They've had a hard-on for him since the Middle East, and you know it. And now he's here? It just doesn't add up.
Yeah, but Walker? He's just...
I saw him. I saw him do it. Smoke ghosts just like they were any other assholes.
But they'd have said something.
Would they? They know our history.
Christ. Give me the good old days when a bad guy was a bad guy. You just knew. This is friggin' whacked.
Man. No, Weaver was a good dude.
I'll say. He didn't take a dump without checking his gear.
Well, he didn't take any chances.
How'd he do it?
Don't.
How did he do it?
He executed him. Like he was some rabid dog.
Backstabbing piece of shit.
I wonder if Midas made it.
That dude crossed the border outside Juarez, blackout drunk in ranger panties and flip-flops. If anyone can hold it together out here, it's him.
God, you remember that?
If he's out there, we got a shot.
Maybe.
Give me the three of us. You, me, Midas. We'll find that piece of shit, Walker. Run him right into the ground. We got to. For Weaver.
You're not exactly in fighting shape right now, man. You gonna be able to walk again?
I better. This ain't no way for me to go out.
You get some rest, pal. This is a pretty fancy setup for some backwoods yokels.
You're telling me. I've seen a lot of this stuff before, like in army hospitals, if you get my drift.
Wouldn't doubt it.
This is as good as any med hooch we've ever had.
Yeah, well, all things being equal, I'd rather be in one of our camps. At least I know I signed up for it. How you holding up?
Shit, man, I'm golden. Hang on, I've been working on my dance routine.
You probably need to get out of that bed first.
Yeah, my audition at Juilliard may have to wait.
I hope you have a backup plan. 'Cause that leg's done.
This is killing me. I'm useless here.
You've helped these people.
Sure, I talked them through some guard rotations and security protocols, but still.
We're all doing what we can. I'd rather have you in the fight, but at least I know this place is locked down.
I just can't stand thinking I'm slowing you down.
And I'm just glad you're still around to bug the shit out of me.
Bite me.
I must be some kind of idiot.
Dude, you couldn't have seen Hill switching sides like that.
No, I should have seen that coming.
That shit is on him, not you. He made his choice.
How did things get so screwed up?
I can't begin to answer that. So what now?
We got Skell. He's here.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but that guy...
What?
I'm just saying. I don't trust him.
Yeah, well, what choice do we have? He says he's got a plan to get control of the drones.
I'll bet he does.
Well, we gotta do something. Things are getting pretty bad here.
You think?
Those outcasts. They risk so much.
You think they have any idea what they're getting themselves into?
Do we? More people are joining them every day.
Fine. But then what? They're poking the bear. You think these people are ready for a full-on war?
Sigrid thought so. And they killed her for it.
I'm sorry.
She was ready to die for this. To stop Sentinel. I have to honor that.
Yeah, I guess we do.
We got a real problem, man.
What, we out of sour mix?
I mean it. These wolves, they're not regular nuggets.
Yeah, people talk around here. Everyone's scared shitless of them. Harbingers of doom, they say, yada, yada, yada.
They knew everything I was doing. They're trained, just like us. I can only guess the walkers knew people.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not. They're ghosts, without the constraints.
I'll go find the sour mix.
This environment's pretty intense. You got any tips for operating out there?
I mean, you know the drill, man. Don't get behind on drinking water. Dehydration will sneak up on you quick. The fresh water here is safe. These folks use it regularly. Keep that canteen topped off, and don't forget to eat. There's food to forage everywhere, safe plants and wild game. Craft rations when you have time. And don't be above dumpster diving, brother.
That's good.
You know all this.
It doesn't hurt to hear it again.
You trying to make me feel useful.
Maybe.
Thanks.
I'm not loving how remote this place gets. Things get bad, I don't have a nurse on call like you do.
Great, let's trade places.
I don't like it, man.
Just make sure you keep enough bandages to take care of things before they get bad. Try not to start wrapping your ouchies during a gunfight, though, eh? I remember how slow you are at it from cross-training. Imagine if you have more than one wound.
Give me a break.
And stockpile syringes. They're good for treating your wounds. They'll save you if you're close to done. I mean it. You should be able to find plenty of med supplies out there. Hospitals, outposts, houses, whatever. Don't forget to look.
Gee, I didn't know you cared so much.
Are you done? Because I can't come save your ass right now, so don't screw around.
Seriously, man, you need to recover. You're way better with drone technology than I am. I need you out there.
Well, you're just gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup. Maybe if you had paid attention in cross-training.
I did, asshole. But it's your specialty. I'm just not as good with those things.
We all have our part to play, right? You've got your wheelhouse, and we all stay pretty much out of your way when you're working. That's how this goes. Keep pushing yourself with new challenges. Learn everything you can. Rally other folks to fill in the gaps.
That's great and all. But I still need you, man.
Aw, you like me. You really like me.
I don't know why I bother.
Brother, I know what you're doing, and I appreciate it. I do. God knows I feel useless as hell holed up here. You're just gonna have to find another me. I know what you're doing, and I appreciate it. I do. God knows I feel useless as hell holed up here. You're just gonna have to find another me.
Another you. Like that could possibly exist anywhere.
Aw, I may cry.
Go to hell. Later, brother.
Later.
We're gonna get you fixed right up. Don't you fret.
So how long have you and your dad known Jace for?
I don't know. I guess always? Jace was teaching me how to code, and I was teaching him how to bake.
Jace skill baking. And what did you bake?
Just cookies. Like when we lived in California, Dad used to buy logs of cookie dough.
You getting along with Mr. Schultz?
Mads is cool. He talks a lot of crap. But if you make him feel a little bad, he'll totally let you do whatever. I spend a lot of time with his wife, Maria.
Yeah, is she cool too?
Yeah, but she can be kind of bossy, like a mom, but she doesn't have any kids. Nobody was really bossy with me at Skeltech.
So is it good to have Jace back?
Definitely. Well, I know you and some other people are kind of scared of him.
Well, now that we've met, he's not so scary.
Daddy says people always fear what they don't understand. And stupid people will never understand smart people.
Maybe, but there's nothing wrong with being afraid sometimes.
But there's plenty wrong with being stupid.
Take care, kid. I recognize her from Skeltech's public announcement videos. Who is she?
Her? That's Ayana Puri. She's Skeltech's CFO. She's incredibly driven and loyal. She's been CFO for over 10 years. Hell, for business purposes, she is Skeltech.
Was she close to Skell?
Oh, extremely. They used to work together at the head office in Infinity.
If they were so close, what's she doing helping Sentinel?
I have no idea.
Open your eyes, it's right there in front of you. She's working with Sentinel because she was tired of being number 2. This is her shot to become the queen of Skeltech.
But what could she have wanted? She had everything. She was one of the most respected women in business.
She might have had everything, but she was still in Skell's shadow. Now, there's no one in front of her. I need anything you can tell me about Aurora, especially anything involving any terrorist activity.
Well, about a year ago, there was an explosion at the Skell Foundation in Infinity. Destroyed half the building. We lost a lot of people. Good people. Friends.
How did Skell respond?
He wasn't the same after that. You know, his wife died in 9/11. He got depressed. He turned paranoid. He didn't know who he can trust anymore. That's when he brought Sentinel onto the island. Things got a lot worse when they showed up.
How's Harmony holding up?
I don't know. She acts like everything is fine, but I worry about the long-term effects of staying here.
She's tough.
She's under so much stress. The shock of everything must be hard on her. I thought I was bringing her to paradise. The Schultzes are very kind, but Erewhon is no place for her. Not with all the fighting and the violence.
Listen, kids are tougher than you think. You did what you thought was right. If she doesn't understand that now, she will one day. For now, all you can do is keep her safe.
Thanks, Nomad. I hope you're right.
What's her mother think of all this?
She left us a few years ago. She ran off with some... It doesn't matter. I'm all Harmony has left.
You just try to stay strong for her, all right? She's gonna need you to get through this. Thanks for the help, Fox. I'll see you later. Tell me about this AI.
To take control of a sector of drones, we need this AI to hijack the drone control program. The AI is the centerpiece of our campus on Darkwood Island. The campus is built overlooking St. Patrick Lake.
Now, do you know what kind of Sentinel presence is on that island?
It's bad. Lots of soldiers, lots of surveillance.
All right. So how do I get my hands on the AI?
Find Christina Cromwell. When Grace Maddox, our lead computer scientist, got a little controversial, Cromwell took over the AI department. Maddox is brilliant, but Cromwell will know the AI inside and out. If we're lucky, she'll know how to get it.
So is the broadcast having any effect?
Fine. Let's go. I got nothing to do. Hey! Hey! Nothing else to do.
We don't have much time.
Will another custodian of World 2.0 come to silence the last whimper of reason?
You got me all wrong, friend. I'm nobody's custodian.
A custodian or not, somebody has to clean up this shit.
And why not you?
I've taken pictures of war zones, presidents, and Fashion Week. None of that bullshit compares to what my camera has seen here. They've paved paradise and made it a curated hellscape. Skell knows the truth, and now I know it too. The printing, the posters evading detection is broken. My brain. I'm a one-man revolution, and I'm as good as dead.
Just calm down. With the pictures you took, the world can know the truth. Let me help you.
There is no help for me. Just take this with you. The delivery location is that shack in the photo there. Shit. I can hear them.
Soldiers, I got eyes on a bad guy.
You all right?
I may have been better off dead.
Sorry to disappoint you.
They're gonna get me anyway. They can.
Listen, we have to get you out of here.
You don't understand. I'm in too deep. They are gonna keep coming. I can't go where you're going. I'll put everybody at risk. This place, the running, it's all too much for me. I have to hide before they come back. I just need out of here, now.
Your people are gonna be waiting.
They'll be waiting for someone at Camp Seal Cove. It just won't be me. What matters is that they get the drive. Nothing else matters. The Cove is on Entry Island. Please, don't make me beg.
I won't. Just be safe.
Yeah, check that out.
Shit, nothing. Something's gotta be out here. I got nothing, man. Ah! There! Ah! Enemy contact! I get low! We got hostiles! Get ready! Copy that. We'll head over here.
Shit! Eyes on enemy! How you like that shit? Watch yourselves. We have hostiles nearby.
You're the contact?
I've got something for you, if that's what you mean.
Today, you'll do.
Glad to hear it.
What about our mutual friend? Did he make it?
He's on the run. He's gonna need a place to hold up until Sentinel forgets him.
Forget him? We are gonna put him to work. He has the kind of talent and gumption we need.
Nomad, are you keeping safe out there, or what?
Keep an eye on any stocks from the outcasts.
Hey, did you find Paula?
Sure, but she won't come here.
She kinda hates me right now.
You, kinda didn't mention that.
I thought she'd be over that. Things on a roll the way they are. Hope she'd help us out.
Once I said your name, she wouldn't even talk to me. What's Project Deus?
Project Deus isn't the problem. Problem is, she can only see the harm it can do. Great to see you again.
Great to see you too, sir.
Lieutenant Colonel Walker, Paula Madeira.
Please, call me Cole.
Paula is Skeltech's most brilliant engineer.
Now. I've seen your designs, ma'am. I'd say that brilliant, that's an understatement.
And I've seen your resume. It's heavily redacted.
Yeah. So I take it that, that's not for the field test.
No, that won't be ready for a few months.
Wow. I want to ask you, the work you're doing on deep learning AI controlling these drones, how's that going?
Excuse me? Using deep learning AI? How?
Specifically, data mining, target identification.
We haven't, explored those options yet.
You mean to tell me that you have the top computer scientists in the world developing some sort of supercomputer and you, haven't explored those options yet?
He's talking about Maddox. He's talking about Project Deus.
Imagine it. Using this beast of a computer, predictive analytics, finding terror threats, eliminating them with drones.
You want to build a super intelligent computer, and the first thing you want to do with it is kill people?
Oh, man. First thing I want to do is keep the free world safe. I'm sure that you, well, you understand that.
And who's going to keep the free world safe from Project Deus? How could you? I want nothing to do with this.
Don't... Just... Paula!
Jace, if she's truly brilliant, she'll come around.
So you and Walker were pals, huh?
Everyone was... Nomad. We need Paula's help. No one knows the system better than she does.
I like you, genius, but some of your choices get people hurt.
All the big choices do. Look, I know how to get her to help us.
I'm listening.
Two things. You need to find evidence on the explosion in my lab.
You really know who did it?
I'm almost certain the Outcast did it. But you need to show Paula evidence on the explosive device itself. Second, you need to visit Paula's husband.
She did not mention a husband.
Look for him in Aurora Hospital. Nomad. This won't be easy for her. But after it's done, she'll know who to trust.
All right. We need her help. Genius. What's this thing keeping people in Aurora?
The drone perimeter. We're calling it Operation Citadel. I think Walker came up with the name.
Any weak spots?
The perimeter is made up of different interlocking sectors, and each sector has its own drone swarm. Each swarm is managed by an AI that runs through a local relay terminal.
I could see that system working for surveillance, but it took out my chopper without firing a shot.
The swarms, they're made up of dozens of miniature drones that act in unison, like a flock.
You made an artificial bird strike.
No. We made artificial birds to do the job of bees. Pollination. It's Stone and Walker who militarized our swarms to create a deadly shield perimeter. Who thinks like that?
People after power. Skeltech needs to start thinking more like its clients. How well did you know Walker?
Well, we fixed things together. He was a military advisor brought in after the Skeltech bombing. We were still in mourning for the friends we lost, and then this hero shows up. He was magnetic, charismatic, you know? Like a TV star or something.
Yeah. That guy could charm the fleas off a dog. He kind of changed after he left the unit.
He never spoke about it.
Well, it's top secret. Let's just say it wasn't pretty. Fox called you his best friend.
Yeah, I never thought about it, but I guess he's mine too.
Times like this, you can count your real friends on one hand. You known him a while? You a buddy from college or something?
No. A few years ago, I hired him as a consultant. He was working on the problem P versus NP.
That literally means nothing to me.
It's a math problem. One of the math problems. But Fox was just so enthusiastic about everything, I widened the scope of his role. He was involved in every non-military project Skeltech had.
He's a good guy to have around.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's the deal with this chick on all the video screens? Ayanna Puri.
Yeah, my CFO.
I guess she's just, fulfilling her regular job duties, sharing the company news.
Yeah. Did you see the one where she said I was crazy? Having a mental breakdown or something?
It's not a bad propaganda campaign.
She's not as smart as she thinks she is. Her strategies were always traditional. She's never had any real vision.
So why keep her?
She seems so genuinely concerned about the employees' welfare. Now I see she's just playing office politics. She's more clever than smart. She's effectively taken over as CEO.
Hey, genius. I always thought you were more of a pacifist. Gotta say, though, it's a damn shame you had to start making lethal drones.
I was naive, I guess. I always hoped for the best out of people, you know? When a bomb goes off and I meet the wrong person at the worst time, I bought their logic that if you want peace, carry a big stick line of reasoning. Stone even said, doesn't God have his avenging angels guarding the gates of paradise? I never felt right here. We're building heaven on earth. And we're not gods.
Is that why you kept it secret? Project Omega? Because, you know, some people might look at it as a PR shield, keeping the image of a pacifist while making money on weapons.
PR is important, but you don't wear a seatbelt because you're planning to get into a car crash, right?
You have to be cautious.
Right.
I need more about Paula Madeira. How long have you known her?
Years. I hired her right out of grad school. Actually, she was still in grad school. She was only 20, but she was just so smart. I knew that with her, I could lay the foundation of Skeltech's advanced drone program.
But are you friends? Was there something else going on, or what? There's something here I'm missing.
I think hiring her so young, she never really learned the art of adapting. She didn't like working with Walker. I could have handled her differently. I know I need to talk to her about that.
You didn't answer my question.
It hurt. She was so special and one of the first to truly believe. And in hindsight, she was also right. She saw right through Walker. She was immune to his charm. And I was deaf to her warnings.
Stay out of trouble.
Focus is my forte.
Did you hear? Ballard has a cure.
At this point, I won't believe anything until I see it with my own eyes.
Stay out of trouble.
Focus is my forte.
Fine, but allow yourself a little relief. Soon it'll be time to think about the future, and we're gonna need you.
Future? We all need to decide.
Everything's gonna be okay. I promise. You'll see.
Skell told me about a hospital in Liberty. What can you tell me about it?
It's one of the best in the world, for starters. Everything is state-of-the-art. They're even using AI to help make diagnoses. They do a lot of groundbreaking work: cyber prosthetics, cosmetic surgery, well-being therapy. And the best part is, it's all free to anyone on Aroa.
I'll have to remember that if I need to get patched up.
You might want to make an appointment before you go. There's been a lot more patients since Sentinel took over.
I bet it doesn't help that there's no way to get doctors or supplies in with the island on lockdown.
Even worse, Sentinel soldiers get priority. They get real suspicious of any civilians coming in with injuries. Now people are afraid to see a doctor because they're afraid of being interrogated.
Where can I find Skell's villa?
It's in the New Argyll province. It's called Skell Estate. It's one of Skell architecture's masterpieces. It's stunning. You can't miss it.
And how come he gave you the access code?
I've been there many times with Harmony. Skell loves it when she comes over. She brings some life into the place. It's just him in there, aside from the maids. I don't think he really likes it there.
Then why does he stay there?
He'd be happy with a bunk bed and a lab. But he's the CEO of Skelltech, one of the most profitable companies in the world. That comes with certain responsibilities, like a public image he has to keep up, even if he doesn't want to.
If Skell has everyone on this island working on his projects, why does he need a secret lab?
I don't know. Skell's always been secretive. I think he's very insecure.
He's one of the richest men in the world. What's he have to be insecure about?
I think he's afraid people will think he's a crackpot if they find out some of his more visionary ideas.
Like what?
Oh, over the years, he's mentioned some real wild ideas. Cybernetics, transhumanism, immortality, perpetual motion. I can go on and on. If you could dream it, he's got ideas on how to make it work.
Including killer drone swarms?
I don't know.
He might be some sort of genius, but for now, I don't trust him. Skell runs all the industry on Aroa. But what about the people who live on the island? Is he in charge of their lives too?
Oh no, the people of Aroa ran their own government. The capital is in the City of Liberty. We used to hold elections and have a parliament that represents the people and creates the laws on the island.
And what happens when people break these laws?
Well, we have our own court where people can plead their case.
But Skeltech pays for all of this, right?
They do. They provide whatever the citizenry ask for.
As long as it meets their agenda.
Anyone on Aroa who disagrees with Skeltech's agenda is free to leave.
Is that Sentinel's policy?
No. Now that they've taken over, they've shut down everything.
I guess the government of Aroa didn't have so much power after all. Skell mentioned a data farm in Aroa. What can you tell me about it?
Shoot. What do you want to know? It's where Skeltech stores everything. I mean, the whole place runs out of that data farm. The facility is so huge, they had to build it up on a mountainside in Silent Mountain.
Must be pretty important.
You have no idea. Skell wants to use it to store all of mankind's knowledge for all eternity. I mean everything, from how to start a fire with a couple of rocks to ion thrusters. And he wants to make it available to everyone across the globe. The complete democratization of knowledge.
How could he possibly get all of mankind's knowledge in the first place?
Easy. The internet. It's all there. We just had to write the proper algorithms to pull the information out and classify it. It was a huge operation.
Was?
Well, now the Sentinel shut the internet off, we can't harvest information anymore.
I saw what's left of the Skell Foundation in Infinity. I get why everyone's so worked up about terrorists.
That day left a big scar on this island. I don't think we've ever recovered.
Why attack the Foundation? They don't manufacture anything there. All the data inside must be backed up somewhere else.
It was the face of Skeltech. The symbol of Skell's greatness.
Someone wanted to send a very clear message.
Over 40 souls were lost to send that message. Skell ordered the building not to be repaired. He wanted it to be a memorial.
You mentioned emails before. I'm assuming Aroa is connected to the internet.
Skeltech is one of the most advanced tech companies in the world. Of course we have internet. We even have our own private network. Everything is connected to a next-gen, uncentralized 6G network. It's light years ahead of the traditional server client set.
That's great, but I don't know what any of that means. Just tell me one thing. Can it connect to the mainland?
Sure. It's connected by an underwater cable that runs from Aroa to New Zealand. There's also a backup satellite connection in case the cable is ever damaged.
Great. Where can I find them?
You can't get to them as long as Sentinel Corp runs the island security. That's a dead end. They both run through the Aurora Internet Control Center. Unfortunately, it's way up in Silent Mountain. The only way to get to it is by flying shuttle. Once Sentinel took over, the first thing they did was take control of the center and ground the shuttles.
To keep people from getting a message out?
To control and filter messages coming both in and out. They own us here.
Thanks for the help, Fox. I'll see you later.